John Donald, hey, congratulations on your new sitcom, Extended Family on NBC.
Thank you so much.
Is that what it's called? Are we sticking with that title?
I think it's extended family. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we could change it now.
No, you're right.
Has anyone
You're
ever
right.
done that? I mean, other
Just
than the
change
Connors.
titles?
Yeah, other than the
Yeah, no,
Connors.
other than the Connors. Or sometimes like or was it Valerie's family? Like it was originally the
Right.
Hogan family, and
The
then it
Hogan
became
family. It
Valerie's
was
family.
Valerie and then the Hogan family.
Oh no, it was the other way around. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So yeah, it's not unheard of. But I
Yeah.
like Extended Family. I'm actually very comfortable with it.
I like the
Well,
name too.
it's a very funny series, but how do you gentlemen because this is not your first rodeo in comedy. How does it feel returning to the sitcom world again?
Well, I'm so happy that it's with really cool people and not assholes. How about that?
Yes.
That's
doing
what.
doing it with assholes, you just want to die every day because it's hard to be funny to begin with. And then if you're really not feeling it, it's just brutal. So the fact that it's a great set with it full of really lovely people actually does make a big difference.
Yeah.
But also, I really like the show. I've been really happy with the writing, and it's also fun to think about where these characters could go, and what happens when they're when Trey and Jim are friends and hanging out together. Like what happens when they're stuck on an adventure together or something. It's like this can go a lot of ways.
Yeah.
That
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was interrupting you.
Okay. No, you weren't. Go ahead.
So, how do you develop the comedy chemistry when you go on shows like this?
I just rely on John, to be honest with you, in a lot of ways. He's uh, Two and a Half Men was a real monster, and he drove that story. And so to watch him, you learn a lot. I've been very fortunate to work with really, really, really good comedic actors in my career, and I've just been a sponge, and I'm appreciative to be able to work with someone like John. He's very, very, very good at what he does.
Well, thank you, man. That's really kind of you. And right back at you. The thing is, with comedic chemistry, you can't force it. It just kind of happens, or it doesn't. And actually, Donald and I just had a meeting. We didn't even read the scenes before they cast Donald, and it was just like he's just an incredible performer and can roll with anything, which not everybody can do. We just got a sense that the two of us could have fun in some really interesting ways.
And I really like the development between Jim and Trey because you both of your characters seem very opposite to each other, and yet so positively you guys get along, just like right now.
It's important to have the same sense of humor also, I think, when it definitely comes to chemistry, because you can play off of or have the same interests in some way. And so, John's a comic book guy. I'm a comic book guy. You know what I mean? We found interests in other things other than comedy, and I think that transcends into the work as well.
Now, John, you worked with kids before, obviously, with Two and a Half Men. And Donna, you could correct me. I wasn't sure if you worked with kids before, but Extended Family.
No, but I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which helps.
Well, tell us about working with the kids on a show like this. Obviously, hence the name, like Extended Family.
Well, the original conception was to make the show like Everybody Loves Raymond, where the kids were off stage most of the time. But Finn Sweeney and Sofia Capanna ended up being so good that the writers just loved writing more and more stuff for them. So it's been really great to see them step up comedically, and like these are kids, and they're figuring out who they are at the same time. And you become kind of parental even if you didn't set out to be, you feel like a parent, like they're asking us showbiz advice all the time. And Donald and I have been doing this for a while, so we have learned some things.
It's really interesting to, you know, I remember when I was a young person on set and how much fun it was for me. I didn't have to do school though. That's the only thing that they have school. I somehow got around it because of the school I went to, I guess. But I just remember wanting to learn so much. Like they're kids, so we don't hang out or anything like that. You know what I mean? They're kids, you know, and you know, I know they're thirsting for knowledge, and because of that, they work so well on the show.
Most excellent. I mean, one more thing before I let you guys go. Are you guys fans of the Celtics?
Oh, sure.
I am now.
I know.
Shoot.
And it's not like they're not. It's funny because there's an episode coming up where they're in a horrible slump, and it's like, wow, you know, is anybody going to believe that?
Right, not this year.
Not this year.
They're really good this year. You know, I am a fan of the Celtics. When I was a kid, I liked the Celtics a lot. Also, I'm a diehard Knicks fan. But I used to wear a Larry Bird jersey, and one day I ran into Spike Lee on the street, and I was doing one of his movies, and I was in my Larry Bird jersey, and I said, "Hey, Spike, I'm in one of your movies." And he said, "Not in that jersey, you're not."
Well, it all comes full circle. Donald,
Yeah.
John, thank you very much for carrying this conversation with us about extended family. I hope everyone should definitely check it out. It's very, very funny. Crying
Thanks
loud.
so much.
Thank you so much.